Hey everyone, welcome to the Money Level Show where we think, act, and prosper. This channel focuses on changing financial trajectories and building legacies. And today we got some more bullish news on uranium. So we're going to get into it after we kick this intro. So be sure to stay tuned for some exciting news about this investment opportunity, this investment vehicle, this commodity, this hot commodity, as Jim Rogers would say. And let's get to it.
Think, act, and prosper. You are now tuned into the Money Level Show.
Everyone, welcome to the show. If this is your first time here, be sure to click the subscribe button. A lot of people have been watching my videos but have not been subscribing, and I'm going to keep calling it out. So I'd love to have your support. It only takes a few seconds to do, and I bring on some pretty awesome guests and put out some good content. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you are watching and you have not subscribed yet. Also hit the like button. It's good to support small channels, support small businesses, and get us out there. You know what I mean? So we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to do it big. We're all in this journey together, right? And so I appreciate you all for doing that. Today, we got a lot to get into in terms of uranium. I do want to share a preview of the upcoming interview I'm about to release soon. This is a book that I received from my good friend Irv Ehrenberg. I met Irv at the Rural Symposium. Irv has been writing about Vincent Van Gogh for a while, and he actually investigated his murder. And had some forensic. I think it's forensic pathologists or something, but they came out the same people that worked on the Trayvon Martin case, the same people that worked on I think it was the O.J. Simpson case. So he had some pretty well known people come out and observe. To really study Van Gogh's murder. And so he's coming on the channel. I met him at the Rural Symposium. He went from being a doctor to managing a fund of about 15 or $50 million, something like that. So his interview will be coming up soon on the grind to greatness so that we can all be motivated to grind to greatness. So let's go ahead and get into it. I was sent this article early today from Scott Melby. Scott Melby is the CEO of Uranium Royalty, and he is the executive vice president of the Uranium Energy Corp. So he sent me this article from the Financial Times. It says uranium prices hit 12-year high as governments warm to nuclear power. Cost of yellow cake jumps to levels not seen since before 2011 Fukushima disaster. And so the article goes on to read, uranium prices have surged to their highest level in 12 years, underlining a global renaissance in nuclear power as utilities race to lock in fuel supplies. Prices for the commodity dubbed yellow cake have jumped about 12% to 65.50 per pound over the past month, breaching last year's peak to reach heights not seen since 2011. According to data from UXC, a pricing data provider. So it says uranium demand has been lifted by governments from Washington to Seoul to Paris, seeking energy independence by extending the lifetime of the existing fleet of nuclear reactors as they contemplate building new plants after gas prices skyrocketed due to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. So this is pretty much saying like, hey, like we need to focus on our energy independence. If you got the materials in your own nation, why are you reliant on other nations to supply you with the basic needs that people have, right? Basic necessities. Everybody wants energy. And I mean, there's people in the world without energy that would love it, so why would you outsource your energy from somewhere else? So I still don't get that. But long story short, people are looking at this and they're like, okay, we need to get in, right? The milestone for uranium prices marks a big step towards nuclear power's reemergence as a critical carbon-free source of baseload power. I've talked about nuclear being a baseload power for a while. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, Nuclear being a baseload power for a while. It is a something that pretty much any other clean form of energy can be layered on top of it, but you need something that is consistent, something that's powerful, something that is not weather dependent, something that is abundant, right? Something that is clean, nuclear energy. That's what it is, right? So it's a carbon source of baseload power, which means that it gives you the base load of power 24 hours a day, and you layer on top of that other energy sources. Okay. So, in global efforts to tackle climate change, a role that has been undermined by Japan's Fukushima nuclear disaster in 2011. So, if those of you don't know about Fukushima, this was when Japan had the major earthquake in. What's up, Go Flow? Good to see you. Good to see you. Japan had the major earthquake in 2011, and Fukushima was the nuclear power plant that was damaged in that situation. So that was what took uranium prices down dramatically after that happened. As you can see here on the chart, uranium was up pretty high. I mean, this wasn't as high as 2007, 2008, but it was above $70 a pound. And that was when Fukushima happened and it just cratered. So, yeah, so it's been cratering for a long time. You have a focus on energy security colliding with the focus on clean energy, said Grant Isaac, chief financial officer at Cameco, the world's second largest uranium producer. The days of buying $40 uranium are over, and probably also for 50 or 60. We're going to need new supplies, he added. So this is one of the biggest, Cameco has some of the biggest mines and producers in the uranium space. And he's saying, the chief financial officer is saying, like, hey, these days where you're getting cheap uranium, where it costs us a lot per pound to produce it, and you're getting it for cheaper than how much it costs to produce it, is over. So that has to have some validity to it. That's what I would say. Validity, right? Um, so pretty much the pullback in uranium demand and prices following the Fukushima disaster led to a dearth of new mining projects being developed, helping to lay the groundwork for higher prices now. A coup in Niger, which generates about 4% of the world's uranium, has added to the upward pressure, as has Cameco announcing in September lower full year forecasts for production due to challenges at its Cigar Lake mine and Key Lake Mill in Canada. So here we're seeing like there's a lot of bullish news here. I mean, even in France's majority state-owned nuclear company said last week that shortages of critical chemicals have led to its operations in Niger to bring forth planned maintenance. Prices are still some way off their $73 per pound level before the Fukushima disaster, which left the uranium market oversupplied for more than a decade after Japan and Germany began decommissioning their nuclear fleets. So it's saying that we had an abundance of energy, abundance of uranium after Fukushima, and we've been burning through that. I mean, uranium makes up, I think it's 20% of the world's, 20% of the United States energy consumption. I believe it's 20%. I think it's 10% of the world. So, when we're seeing this, I mean, we see that, okay, like we ran through the supplies. We had a lot of secondary supply from the 70s. And when we had, when nuclear energy was first getting discovered, we had a lot of that supply. And the price currently is saying, like, okay, that secondary supply that people have been relying on must be pretty much dwindling down because the price of uranium is going up and it's staying up. And we haven't even had Sprott come back in to buy uranium yet. So that's going to be an interesting one too, right? So I'm going to jump over to this other article from Sprott. Um, and this talks about uranium being up in its performance as of August 31st. As you can see, U308 uranium spot price year to date is up 25.49%. And then you have the mining equities up 21.51%. So uranium is, I mean, the junior miners are 10%. So yeah, I mean, uranium is outperforming U.S. equities, right? It's the spot price and the mining equities are outperforming the S&P, as you can see. And they go on to say that the U308 uranium spot price surged 7.85% in August. And I got to put my phone on like airplane mode or something. Keep getting called. Rising from US 56.21 to $21 to 60.63 per pound. So uranium continues to go up. And then they have a cool chart here where it says physical uranium leads commodities year to date. Physical uranium's up 25% year to date. Other commodities that are down, I mean, copper's flat, silver's up 2%, gold up 6%. Crude is up 4%. I don't know when this chart was put out either, so I just want to say that data as of 8/31/2023, we know that crude oil has been on a tear recently, but this also includes nat gas. So nat gas has been down, so that may be hampering the number here. But as you can see, well, actually, nat gas is right here. So nat gas is down 38%. Agriculture down 3%, lithium 63%. So these other commodities are getting hammered. Which, I mean, this may be, obviously, I'm still buying uranium stocks because I believe this bull market has a longer way to go. But some of these other commodities here, I mean, you're looking at palladium down 31% on the year. Like, these commodities are cheap. So, I mean, for me, I think that I'm going to be buying some of these because, yeah, these are cheap. So, as we can see, physical uranium and uranium stocks have outperformed other asset classes. You can see the uranium miners, are up. It says 161%. And you have the uranium spot price up 132% over the past 5 years. And as you can see, U.S. bonds 2.4%, dollars up 8.9%, commodities in general up 26%, and the U.S. equities are up 69%. So uranium in the last 5 years have outperformed other asset classes. So that's even more bullish, right? I'm going to read a little bit of the article here, but I'm sure that you all are getting the point that this is amazing. It says, wow, uranium stock price has gone insane in a week. Yes, it has. It has very much indeed. My portfolio is up, and I'm still buying some more because they're still cheap. They're still cheap. Well, they're less expensive than where they were, a while ago. So I'm still buying. I'm still buying. All right. So sorry about that, y'all. I have to figure out how to, I may have to put my phone on airplane mode or something next time. So yeah, just wanted to share that bullish news with you all. Let's read some of this article. In our view, uranium's price momentum is approaching a pivotal juncture as it edges to close to its 63.77 peak in 2022. Let me turn this text off. It's my wife keep calling me. That's why I keep getting these calls. Got to text wifey back. Uranium's price momentum, pivotal juncture as it edges close to 63.77 peak in 2022, posted shortly after Russia's February 24th invasion of Ukraine. Our analysis suggests that uranium is in its third bull market phase since 1968, With the global primary mine supply consistently falling short of the world's reactor uranium needs, we anticipate even more growth potential for the commodity. On the demand side, an unprecedented number of announcements for nuclear power plant restarts, life extensions, and new builds are likely to create incremental demand for uranium. Consequently, utilities are accelerating their purchases under long term agreements, which are on track to exceed last year's 10-year high at 107 million pounds of U308E year to date. Notably, increasing contracting from utilities as opposed to financial entities has been the primary driver for the rise in the uranium price year to date. Primary uranium mine supply is significantly trailing demand. So that means supply is lower, lesser than demand, with a cumulative forecasted supply shortfall of approximately 1.5 billion pounds by 2040. So it's saying that the supply shortfall is going to be 1.5 billion pounds. The industry is recognizing the need for more uranium mining, more, not less. Even traditionally anti-nuclear Sweden has revealed intentions to revoke its uranium mining ban and substantially amplify its nuclear output. It's kind of funny. This is funny, y'all. This is funny because when you see like I don't know if y'all remember that saying. It's a monkey see, monkey do. Like like you have countries. It's talking about Sweden has revealed intentions to revoke its uranium mining ban. It's like, okay, well, what changed for you? Is it like the research? Is it you seeing other nations, getting behind this? Or like what changed for you, right? That's what I wonder. And substantially amplifies nuclear output. Yet, despite such announcements, the sector continues to grapple with pronounced supply challenges. So that means as long as supply is, there's supply challenges, that means that the price is going to stay elevated. Um, as you can see, so this is the contracting year. These are the let me see what this chart is saying. Millions of pounds U308. Okay, so that's what they're contracting for. Okay, this is the year. So it's talking about how the contracts are. So non-US awarded, US awarded. So US awarded contracts aren't even, nowhere near, where they were, back in 06, 08 for this year. Non-US awarded, the contracts are, this is where they're buying more than US about. Okay. Yep. So uranium mine restarts help mine the gap. This is a cool article, you all. I will be sure to link that in the description so that you all can check it out and be able to do your own due diligence in research. All right. So I'll add that to the description. I'll add the Financial Times article to the to the description as well. Also, give me a subscription if you watch this for the first time. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. I got to get going. I will add these to the description for you to check out. And you all have a blessed day. I'll probably see y'all sometime this weekend. All right. Peace.